Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my summer makeup must-haves. All the products I feel you need for the summer. This is my perfect summer face, perfect base. My favorite foundation combo with powder is both drugstore, which is awesome. I just have so many amazing products that I was so excited to film this video for you guys because I knew that you guys would find some really great things in here because I've been putting this to the test. This really holds up beautifully on my skin and it's just been my go-to for the warm weather. Right now, my AC is off in my house. It's busted, so it was like 30 degrees in here, which is 86 Fahrenheit. I'm melting, but I'm holding up. It's looking good, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Find some new products that you want to check out. Have a mix of high-end drugstore, really great things in this video. So if you want to see all my summer must-haves applied to my face, then just keep watching. My number one recommendation for the summer is a sunscreen specifically formulated for the face. And the one I've been really enjoying right now is from Run, and it's their Clean Screen Mineral SPF 30 Mattifying Face Sunscreen. And this is a broad spectrum sunscreen with 22% zinc oxide, which is what I look for in my sunscreen. I love fresh, dewy skin, but I feel like in the summer specifically, I like to start off matte because my natural oils can give me that dew throughout the day. While that's setting into my skin, I also like to apply an SPF to my lips as well. So this is just a clear lip balm. A lot of brands make it. This one is from AVON. And it's really important to put sunscreen on your lips as well because it's very sensitive skin and they can easily burn. If you've ever burned your lips, you know. So I always apply SPF to my lips. If you really want to have your makeup locked and loaded, I recommend a primer that really grips your makeup. And this one from Milk is amazing, but I know a lot of companies are coming out with these gripping primers. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm still using up my mini of this, which I recommend getting first before you invest in the big guy, but I have since purchased the big one because I love this stuff. Not only is it going to keep my face hydrated, but it's also going to lock on my makeup, and it's the perfect primer for summer. For foundation, this is my favorite in general, but I think it's especially perfect for summer, and it is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I use the shade 455. You can build the coverage of this up if you want something full coverage, but it also is really good as a light coverage foundation. And for the most coverage, I like to use a Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, any flat top brush. I forgot how much I love flat top brushes, but as you can see, this is going to match my face to my body because I have that white cast going on from the sunscreen. I have discovered my perfect foundation combo, which you are going to see in this video. It's seriously my favorite, and I cannot stop using these products together. So good. For concealer, I have a few favorites that I recommend, but this one I feel like is a good bang for your buck, and you can use it for various consistencies of foundation, and I feel like it still looks good. And this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So this is the one I recommend for the summer. I feel like it lasts a good amount of time, and it's not too drying. So I use concealer to both highlight and conceal, and then just blend that out. But this stuff lasts a good amount of time on me. And I also take whatever excess and put it on my lids. Then to set my face so that this does not budge, I love this powder so much. This is top powder for me. You'll see it in my mid-year favorites. It's going to be in my yearly favorites. But so far this year, this has been my favorite powder that I've come across. Also from the drugstore, which is amazing. So this whole foundation routine, minus the primer, which you don't need to use because I find this foundation very long wearing anyways. It's part of the Infallible line. It wears beautifully, but if you need that extra help, I do like that primer. But this powder is so good. It's from Maybelline, and it's their Superstay Full Coverage Powder. I have it in 2 shades. I mostly use 220 Natural Beige, and I like to apply this with a damp sponge. So that is why mine kind of looks a little bit weird on it, but you can scrape that off if it gets too bad. And I just like to press out any creases that I may have and then go in right away with that product and press it into the skin. So you can see how smooth and flawless that looks compared to that side. I really like to mattify everything and lock it down, and then eventually throughout the day my skin starts looking nice and fresh again. And it doesn't take long, especially in the summer. So this is how I start out matte and let it just go naturally dewy. I set the T-zone with 220 and then I go in with 312 Golden. And this is my rest of the face color. These compacts are perfect because you can bring them to touch up if you want. They have a mirror and a little sponge inside if you need to bring them on the go. So they're the perfect summer powder, year-round powder. It's literally perfect to me. Now that the skin is looking airbrushed and flawless, I like to go in and do my brows at this point just to see the kind of look I'm going for. And lately I've been doing more of a bushy type of brow. I've discovered my favorite brow product of all time, and it's perfect because it's waterproof. This creates the little hair-like strokes so easily because it has this little felt tip on it. It's Urban Decay and it's their brow blade. I just ordered a darker shade because it came back in stock, but I'm using up this lighter shade for me, so it's a little bit too light for me. I prefer my brows a little bit darker, but the product itself is phenomenal. So I am going to be using that. And also I have two brow gels that I highly recommend depending on budget. They both work amazing. So I go between my Benefit Brow Gel and my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set. I love both of them, so it's really up to you which one you're gonna use, but I'm almost done my Benefit. I've been trying to use up my products. So I'm going to go ahead and put that through my brows first so I can really see where I need to fill in. And this is cement for your brows. They're not going anywhere. So I just flick my brows up into the shape that I want, and then I just fill in any sparse areas with the brow blade. Using the brow pencil side first, I just underline my brow and work on the tail, and then I use the felt tip to create those strokes at the front. Then to bronze up my face, I'm using the new Marc Jacobs Coconut Perfect Tan Bronzer in Tantalize. You guys know Tantastic is my favorite bronzer. So this is the new one, which is darker and warmer. And I'm taking my Smith 154. This is my favorite bronzer brush currently. I'm just going to bronze up the skin. Bronzer is one of those things that really completes a look for me. It brings shape and dimension back to the face. Then for me, if I want extra insurance for my makeup, I like to bake certain areas of my face just to make sure it's locked for the day. And my favorite baking powder right now to clean everything up and just lock everything down is the Huda Beauty one in Pound Cake. A little bit on the sponge we've been using. And I run it underneath my bronzer. So this cleans that up. But I also have issue with the foundation on this part of my face coming off a lot of the time. It goes patchy there. I don't know, that's a problem area I have, which is super random. But that happens to me, and then my nose I've always had issue with. So I just like to bake that as well. And that's all I really need to do. I don't need to do underneath my eyes, and I don't leave it on long on my cheeks because then I can get a cast effect. I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep that off already. It doesn't really bake that long. It just kind of cleans it up and sets it a little bit better. The nose I can leave on a little bit longer. So while that sets, I'm going to take some of our bronzer and just put it on a eyeshadow brush and run it through the crease. I really do not do much with my eyes. Even this step I don't often do, but it does add a little bit of contour to that area. So if you have a couple extra seconds, I feel like it's worth it. And the less you put on your eyes, the less likely it's going to move around. So another thing that I like to use is the Urban Decay Shadow Potion in Sin, because it has a little bit of a sheen to it. And just apply that to your lid and it gives you that glowy shadow-like look, but it's a primer base, so it lasts a very long time. So that's another favorite summer product that I use. I don't like to bring anything down here either or do mascara, as you guys will see, because I like to keep this looking just smooth and untouched. After that, dust the nose away. Then for mascara, I don't often use waterproof, but I do recommend it for summer. I don't use it every day, but on days that I really, really need my lashes to not mess with me, I do reach for a waterproof. And I'm giving my lashes a quick curl. I have been using a lash growth serum, so I don't know. You guys might be able to notice that my lashes are a little bit longer right now. I feel like they're looking better anyways. This is the LANCOME Monsieur Big Waterproof. We're just going to apply some coats of that. Then for blush, this is my favorite blush right now, and it's from NUDESTIX. It's their Nudies Bloom All Over Dewy Color in Poppy Girl. And normally, I apply products like this before my powder, but I don't feel like this is an issue. It doesn't really take off my foundation. And I like to add the dew back to my skin, mattify first, and then add that glow where I want it. So I do like a glowy cheek. So I'm just going to blend this out. And this is just the perfect color for summer. I feel like gives you that perfect flush the cheeks. This is kind of how I would naturally flush this kind of color. So that's why I like it, because it looks like a natural flush on me. I find a cream product like this lasts even longer than powder on me, so that's why I opt for something like this, because I find it very long wearing. I even put this on my lips sometimes to create that monochromatic look, but I'm doing something different on my lips today, but I have done that before using this. One of my favorite products right now. And then to give my skin just a glossy look to it, I've been really loving this as well. And it's from the Dominique Cosmetics Prisma Glow Palette. And I use the Skin Gloss in here. And I just put a little bit on my finger and tap it where I want to glow. And this gives me such pretty skin. I love this. Just makes it healthy and naturally dewy and glowy. I've used creams that dry to a powder, but this is truly a skin gloss. Because I have issues with my nose staying put, I don't put the skin gloss on that area. I'm just going to grab Golden Hour and just put a little bit on my lip, just down the center of the nose. Then for my lips, you could really use anything you want because you already put down that SPF, so knock yourself out with what you want to use. But I wanted to mention this because I was on the e.l.f. website and I saw that it was on sale. I'm not sure if it still is, but e.l.f. is really reasonable in general. This was a limited edition collection, so they will be getting rid of it. And this is the perfect gloss for summer, and you need to pick it up if you haven't already. I've mentioned this a ton on my channel, and it's from the e.l.f. Modern Metals collection, and it is their really shimmery, beautiful gold gloss. So we're just going to apply that to the lips. Super simple. But I don't like having to worry about if my lip product is going to move around, lip liner, lip color. Just throw on a gloss and go. It has your natural lip color underneath, but with a beautiful shine to it, and it looks so stunning in the sun. It's perfect for summer. So that's why I had to mention it. And it's super affordable. Then to lock everything in place, also from the drugstore, which is amazing, this is the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy Longwear Setting Spray. It's fade resistant, humidity protection, 12-hour longwear, and hydration. So this is the perfect thing for the summer. Gives you that hydration, locks everything down, long wearing, heat resistant, humidity resistant. Like, it doesn't get better than that. And it's affordable. I find this is a good dupe for the Urban Decay All-Nighter. If you're looking for a drugstore version, I highly recommend the Hard Candy. I've mentioned it in passing on my channel, but I don't think I did in a sit-down talking video like this, but you need to check that out if you haven't. So, so good. Apart from my eyebrows being a little too light, I'm waiting on my actual color to come in. I love this look. This is my completed look using all my summer must-have makeup products. This will last you all day, looking flawless. Going into this video, I just wanted to truly pick out my favorites. I do have a lot of drugstore favorites in this too, mixed with my high-end favorites, but this is truly my must-haves for summer, my perfect summer face if I were to go out and wear makeup, want it to last, look fresh and flawless for the summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, maybe found a few products that you want to check out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified of my next video and future videos. Leave a comment down below letting me know your summer must-haves, as I would love to know, and I will see you guys in my next video.